I'm Lisa and I'm the owner of Lollipop Box Club. Today I am here with my Traveller's Notebook, my Disney Traveller's Notebook, and some pieces from the March Lollipop Box Club kit. I'm going to be starting straight away. I'm really excited about this page, and I am going to be doing a page using frames. Each month I'm setting a challenge over at Lollipop Box Club in the group chat, which I will link up below for you. Anyone is welcome to join, and each month I'm setting a fun little challenge. There is a link to the blog below which gives you other examples of various frames that I've used to give you some examples. I have this little photo strip here. It was actually taken in a photo booth on Disney's Boardwalk when we were staying at the beach club, and I've cut it into two because I want to pop it into a little frame. I've got my page here that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to start off, I think I'm going to start with a white blank canvas today. I'm using the papers from the kit. I do like the flowers, but it doesn't go with what I want today, so I'm just going to turn it around, and that gives me my blank canvas. I've used double-sided sticky tape and I've stuck it down. I'm left with a strip which I will probably end up using. So I want to create a little border. I think I might do it down the bottom here. And what I've done, I've already taken two of these pieces. You get two of the pattern papers per kit. These are the exclusive Lollipop Box Club papers. I've taken these two and I've trimmed off the blue borders to give me that little framework that I'm going to use. And what I am going to do is trim them down and create a little frame. So there I have it. That's my frame there at the bottom, and my photos can now be stuck there in the center. So I'm now going to make a bit more of a feature out of it, and I think this is my favourite pattern paper this month. I'm going to be cutting out the yellow frame, and I want that to sit. Shall I do yellow, or yeah, I'm going to go with yellow, and I am going to be placing that over the top. I've got a cutting mat and a craft knife, and I'm just going to cut out the centre of the square here to make myself a frame. I'm just doing it really roughly. It doesn't need to be perfect. That's the center. I was going to use the scissors, but actually I may as well carry on using the craft knife, although I'm not doing a very good job, to be honest with you. There we go. As you can see, I have really bodged that up, but not to worry. I'm going to trim it off, and I'm taking a distress marker. I just started selling these on the site, these Ranger Tim Holtz distress markers, and I'm going to be adding, let's go with the thinner side actually, I'm going to be adding my own edge there. And now with a little bit of glue I'm going to stick down the frame in the center there, and that's the finished piece there. I'm now going to work on the top piece. I'm taking the weekly sheet here, and I want to use the wording this week to stick at the top, so I'm going to cut that out and stick that down. Stuck that on top. I have just bent over that slightly just to tuck it down to give me a clean finish. I do like to add a little bit of washi tape at the side. I've done it with my other pages. I just think it really finishes it off nicely. It was seeing Geraldine's Traveller's Notebook when I met her at PlannerCon last year, and just seeing the edges just looked so nice. So since then I've been doing that with mine, and I'm just running the washi tape along the edge there. This is also in the kit. The colours this month do vary though. So let's tuck that under. It just adds a really nice finish. Quite pleased with that, and actually I like it so much I think I'm going to do the whole page in it. There we go, that's quite a nice little touch there, isn't it? I like the green border. I'm now going to use this strip here, and I'm going to run that down from one side to the next, just cutting that off there and sticking that inside. And I've got some space for my journaling, And I'm also going to be using the embellishment postcard as well. A few people have said within the chat group that they weren't quite sure how to use these. So I never neatly cut. I'm not a neat cutter. I just go around the outside, and I do like to leave a white edge. If it feels fiddly like it does now, then I just cut around, and I find it easier then to carry on cutting. It's not as fiddly, and it usually works out a little bit neater too. I have my very rough cut out flowers and leaves ready to stick down. So these are in place, and I've added this one here, and I'm now going to take my black journal pen and start to do a little doodling. So I'm using these boxes for part of my title. It's going to be called This Week Was the Best, and I'm now going to write best in there. I'm going to keep this wording really simple. The way that I like to do is by repeating my lines to build on them and make them thicker and colour any gaps in. Go. A really simple way, and I think I'm just going to give myself a larger border here with the thicker part of the pen to really help that stand out, that frame. I've got a couple of those little strips from the kit that I like using, and I'm going to stick these along the flowers at the bottom. I will journal over the, or not journal, sorry, I will just scribble over these as well. And I'm going to just write in the little box there. I'm nearly done. I've just this moment decided to give that thicker piece a nice frame there as well with the thicker end of my pen. And I've also gone round the little words, and I've added the word ever. This week was the best week ever. And I think I am done. I don't know, or shall I journal on there? I can't decide. I decided not to use the framed journal, as I have already written in here about how I felt about staying there. So I'm not going to, I'm going to leave it as it is. So that is my finished page here, using the little frames. I do love to frame. I don't know if you've noticed with my previous work, I tend to frame everything, whether it be photographs, I print with a white border. Whenever I cut anything out, I always leave a white bit. If I have like my little words here, my word strips, I like to just add a border around those. To me, it just really finishes it off. And obviously adding the washi strip here as well. Got quite a few frames actually within this page. It's something I really enjoy doing. I just feel like it finishes off the page. So that is my Traveller's Notebook page for you today. This week was the best week ever. Thank you so much for joining me. I will leave the link to the kit and also to the pen below. And if you have any questions, please do ask. If you particularly enjoy my scrapbooking, or any scrapbooking of course, in Traveller's Notebooks rather than the 12 by 12, the larger traditional style, please give me a thumbs up so I know, and I will do more of these. Thank you very much for joining me today. I will see you soon.